Hi there, I'm Mike and I'm the All Hallows Geek, and welcome to another What's in the Box unboxing. Alright, this one's going to be a little bit different. This isn't something that was shipped to me and I'm unboxing out of the mail. It's actually something I bought, but there's actually some fun elements to it, so I figured I would unbox it for all of you, and we can see what it was all about together. Full transparency, I've actually kind of already unboxed this before. And you actually probably already saw this item if you watched the February 18th episode of This Week in Geek. However, while it was featured in that episode and while it was used, I haven't fully unpacked everything and experienced everything, and that's why I wanted to do this video. That said, let's kind of recap what this is. So last October, you may have seen over on allhallowsgeek.com, I did a story about how Walmart was going to be getting some exclusive Stranger Things merchandise. Among those items was a Crosley, AM/FM radio tape recorder that was Stranger Things themed. Showed up at my local Walmart a few months back. I saw the price tag on it and was like, as much as I want this because it's Stranger Things. And one of the things about it is it had a cool, it apparently has a sneak peek cassette, which is one of the things I wanted to share with you. That was supposed to be kind of cool and give us a teaser of what's to come in Stranger Things 4. So as much as I wanted to go for it, I think this thing was like 80 or 90 bucks, something like that, regular price. Something absurd, and I didn't really need a radio cassette player, so I couldn't justify buying it. Fast forward a couple months, it'd been sitting on my Walmart shelves, and then finally it just randomly went clearance. And so I watched it on clearance. I still was like, I don't know if I really need this or want this. We went back a couple more times. They had like 3 or 4 of them to begin with. Then it was down to like 2, and I'm like, I still can't bring myself to buy this. And then there was 1 left. And I thought long and hard about it, and I stared at it on the shelf, and I was finally like, screw it, I'm just gonna get it. It's got a Bluetooth speaker in it too, so it's not just a cassette player and radio. It does have a Bluetooth speaker, so I could have a fun themed Bluetooth speaker that I could use. So I said, screw it, I'm gonna get it. So I picked it up. So now you can see it here. This is the radio. As you can see, it's got, you can't see it there, but let me flip it around. It has the images of the stickers that it comes with, as well as the top secret tape that allegedly tells you what's going to happen or some of the stuff that's happening in season 4 of Stranger Things. All right, so let's open it up. Like I said, I've opened this before enough to see the radio, and again, you may have seen it in that February episode of This Week in Geek. It did appear in the background, and it was playing. He's back, the man behind the mask from Alice Cooper, which you guys know from the Friday the 13th movies. So it has been out. So let's pull this out. All right, so first in the box here, I told you they got stickers. So look at these. Got the Starcourt model sticker, Dustin's hat, an Eggo waffle, of course, and the Demogorgon all spread open there. And these are, from what I remember when they were talking about, these are reusable kind of vinyl stickers, so you can kind of put them all over the radio. You also have here the Hellfire Club, Camp Nowhere, Friends Don't Lie, the Mind Flayer. So lots of cool Stranger Things themed stickers to go on your radio if you choose to do so. I have not decided if I'm going to cover this bad boy in stickers yet or not. I'm sure I will, just to get the full Stranger Things effect. That's what I was looking for. I was terrified for a moment that the tape was not in there. So, one of the things that was special about this was that it came with the top secret tape with a sneak peek of Stranger Things 4. So here it is. Actual cassette tape. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that because of that glare. Actual cassette tape. It says top secret, do not share. So I'm apologizing now. I'm sharing. I'm breaking the rules. And in the back it says, ready to soar the Arctic. Give me a call, Yuri. So Yuri, I got some bad news. I'm about to spoil the secret. And I'm going to share the information with these folks. I know you saw the picture on the box, but I'll give you a preview of the actual radio. If you grew up in the 80s, you probably saw one just like this, or similar to it. But just your run-of-the-mill AM/FM recorder, except it's got Bluetooth now, because, you know, we're modern now. So it's got a touch of nostalgia, plus modern technology. One interesting thing, kind of a side note, as I was revisiting my original article about this, I discovered that they actually, what they originally advertised, or not advertised, but which they originally announced was a different Crosley player. It was actually a blue player, and it kind of looked a little more childish, for lack of a better way to describe it. It was kind of kiddie looking. It looked like a kid's radio. And what's interesting is it's still on the Walmart site. I never saw that one in my Walmart. It was this one. And to be honest, I'm glad I found this one because this was, man, you know, if this was years ago, I had a little tool that could get these open a little bit easier, but not anymore. I don't miss the days of having to open cassette tapes, but here we are, reliving the nightmares of my youth. There we go. But yes, I never saw that one at my actual Walmart, so I'm kind of excited to see that it was this one that showed up in my store. Because I think this one just kind of looks cooler. Again, it doesn't look like a kid's one. Let me plug this in so that we can use this and see what Yuri has to say. All right. Side B, do not share. Side A, off the record. Wonder if there's actually two sides to this. All right, let's go to tape. Man, it's been a hot moment since I've used a tape player, so let's see if we can even do this. All right, we're gonna dive in. Let's see what side A has to say. I'm gonna flip this around so you guys can hear it. Where's my volume at? Let's see.
This is Yuri of Yuri's Fish and Fly. Would you like to book a trip with me and perhaps together we soar the Arctic and fish with the polar bears? I'm sorry, are you speaking? I cannot hear you because this is a pre-recorded message, you peanut brain. I got you. I got you good. I must be very busy now, perhaps with a customer, perhaps with my beautiful Katinka. But I'm pleased to book a trip for you at other time for a good, fair price. Much more fair price than Jerry's Arctic Blue charters. Also, Jerry's a criminal and a liar. Just leave a number and I will call you when less busy. Goodbye.
It? I got Yuri's answering machine. Okay, so that was side A, was Yuri's answering machine. I don't know what kind of sneak peek that gives me other than maybe we can travel to Yuri's, to the Arctic. Okay, so side A was called Off the Record and it was literally just his answering machine. Don't miss those. You remember that though? Like, it's kind of funny. That was the thing. Remember in the 80s when everyone had an answering machine, and even the 90s, that was the thing you did, is you'd make it sound like you actually answered the phone, and you were so damn funny because you pranked your friends like, oh, haha, you started talking to me, but it wasn't really me, it was my machine. Everyone did that back in the day. If you didn't grow up in the 80s, 90s, you missed out, let me tell you. All right, let's see what side B has to say. Oh, what did that one say? Side B says, oh, this is the top secret, do not share. So the first one was off the record. This is top secret, do not share. Let's make sure I'm putting it in the right way. Let's see what Yuri has to say on this side. Hopefully it's something better than an answering machine, because if I paid whatever the hell I don't remember what I paid for this now. It was less than it was. Just to hear Yuri's answering machine as a Stranger Things 4 teaser I'm going to be very disappointed. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's like bizarre nonsense. Okay, you can't hear it. Okay, so this is weird. So the other side, the top secret message is extremely quiet. All right, let's do this. I'm going to rewind this. Oh my god, I haven't had to do that in a long time. I'm going to rewind this and see if we can get it. Let's see if it's... Don't you eat that tape. I don't know what that was, but... Alright, let's see. That was really weird. So, let's try it again. Maybe I'll turn it up. I'm afraid I don't want it to go from like 0 to 1,000,000 and blow our ears out. So let's try this again. I'm going to start it over. I'm hoping there was just something weird with the audio. Here we go. Can you guys hear that? So Yuri's laughing. Now we got a phone again. Alright, so I hope to God that side B of this damn tape was not side A in reverse. Because that's really what it sounded like. That was weird. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to look. Is there anything else? And if I have to go through some nonsense of like having to... I mean, it could be a very Stranger Things thing where I have to somehow decode this. Wouldn't that be fun here? So Yuri's got something in the back. It sounded like, and I don't know if you guys could hear it as well. Again, it was super quiet. I had this thing cranked up to max. And I was honestly scared that we were going to either blow out your ears or my ears. Because Yuri was going to suddenly be like, surprise! I'm just kidding! But he didn't. So it just stayed super quiet. It sounded like it was in reverse. But then he was laughing. But as I played it back the second time, it really has me a little concerned that side B is just side A backwards. Which maybe that means something, and maybe I have to listen closely. It did come with an instruction manual. Are there any hints here that maybe help us? I'm guessing not, because these look like generic-ass instruction manuals on how to operate a cassette player, how to use the recording feature, and how to actually use a cassette tape and record, and how to stop you from recording over the other. Interesting. Huh, it even tells you how to record for the radio. And then we have the directions in 50 other languages. Okay, so this book is no use. What else we got? This is limited warranty. Also no use. So, side A was a recorded message on the answering machine for Yuri about going to the Arctic. And side B was something that I literally could barely hear even at full blast. So, I don't know. I do not know what I just got out of Stranger Things 4 that was a teaser, if you will, which is kind of how this was teased. I also don't know how Yuri's tape was top secret. That's bizarre. And there's not even a thing. The interesting thing, he says, if you're ready to soar the Arctic, give me a call. It's not even like there's a phone number tied to it. You know, there's been stuff with Stranger Things in the past where you could call a number. I think it was when they did the Baskin Robbins thing. You could call a number and actually get tied into some stuff. But there's no phone number. So this was kind of anticlimactic as in terms of an unboxing. Wow. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel sad, disappointed. I mean, we're a couple weeks, or it's not weeks, excuse me, a couple months out here for Stranger Things 4. So at least the real Stranger Things fun is just around the corner. But that was a major disappointment. Off camera, I'm gonna go back and try and listen to this a little bit better. Actually, does this thing have a headphone jack? Maybe I can plug in the headphones. Of course not, you damn 80s machine. No headphone jack. So I guess that's out of the question. I guess I'm gonna have to crank it and listen closely and see if I can hear anything else. And if I do, maybe I'll do a follow-up video and give you the rundown of what this was. So this was another All Hallows Geek What's in the Box unboxing. If you were curious about these or thinking about buying one of them, unless you want it as a Stranger Things souvenir, again, you know, you got the stickers, so you can cover your radio in these Stranger Things stickers, and that's kind of fun. And again, it's a Bluetooth speaker, so if you want like a Stranger Things themed Bluetooth speaker, which really that's ultimately what I'm going to use it for, just as something that's kind of themed and fun and different. Pick it up, I guess, and especially if you get it on clearance like I did. Yeah, I would say it's worth it. And again, everything's fully functioning. So you do have a functioning cassette player, as you saw tonight. You have a functioning radio. So if you wanted to listen to terrestrial radio, you could do that. And then, of course, the Bluetooth. And like I said, the Bluetooth is what I used in my previous This Week in Eek video to play the song from Friday the 13th. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll uncover something when listening back to this, and we'll have a follow-up video to this, and we'll find out what the hell Yuri was talking about, and maybe actually learn something about Stranger Things 4 that we haven't already picked up in the trailers. Till next time, keep it creepy.